Hey there guys, this is Flamzaron, aka YouTube's Tasuke, and continuing onward with my little smartphone game thingy, I'm going to talk about a game called Final Fantasy All the Bravest. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. Um, as far as I understand, this game is actually incredibly unpopular. I'm probably one of the few people that actually likes the game. I will go ahead and say I like the game. And I know on game trailers back when they were around, they pulled this game, not poll, Poll. They listed it rather, um, as the number one worst Final Fantasy game, and there is a fair amount of credit to that. It is another one of those like hero collect games, and even if you do your best to like spend a lot of money on like the characters, which they're actually pretty cheap. They're only like $1 each. I don't know how many characters there are, but they have like a list. You may not necessarily get your character that you want. Like, I actually had to play through the entire game a second time because I had to. It was actually like I think like my second iPhone game. Um, and I had to get a new iPhone, and I didn't back up everything properly, so I had to like replay the entire game. But and I didn't have like my data anymore, but I still had like the purchases. You know what I mean? Like they had a record that hey, you purchased all this stuff. Um, which it was actually pretty good the way they did it since I had a purchase for each individual thing. So I don't know how many characters it was. It might have been 10. So I think I might have spent maybe $10 on the game or something. But they had all those purchases, so I could get the same amount of characters back, but it wasn't going to be the same ones. Some of them were the same. Like I think I had uh Cecil. I think I might have Kane as well. I don't remember. Um, I know I had what's her name? Lydia, the chick from I think Final Fantasy IV that starts off as a kid, but then she gets older or something like that. But I was able to get back to where I was, and I beat the game and everything, and I think I even got to the same level I was. But basically, you have like this little party, and like you rub your thumb or finger against the screen, and like you tap the characters, and they all attack, and they have a bit of a cooldown, and they're all your health and whatnot. And if you lose, you have to like wait like an hour or whatever to get all your people back, or I think it's like a minute per character or something. Um, and you get like this brave mode that you can press where you can like attack a bunch without any sort of cooldown or the enemy attacking back. So you can do a lot of damage that way. It's like there's your total damage is like a scoreboard thing, and you fight several enemies. You fight through, I believe, all of the um pre Final Fantasy VII villains. I think I'm pretty sure you fight Garland. I think you fight Chaos as well, and you fight Kefka and whatnot. And they have their little dialogues. These are pictures I took throughout my entire time playing the game both times. I think I even posted on social media a little bit as well. But I'm not including those. I'm only including pictures that were on my phone. I think I even took some as well. But honestly, I actually kind of like the game. It's a phone game. You know, it's not really that complicated. It's not really meant to be like this big enriching story or anything. Um, but and maybe I'm just being blinded by modern nostalgia, if you can even call it that, because I haven't played the game too recently. I don't play it these days because there are other hero collect games like Tales of Link that I focus on, and I'm not really a big Final Fantasy guy for that matter. I only play like a select amount of games, but it's all right. I know what's it called? Brave Exvius. I think that's like the new hotness in regards to hero collectors, and I think it's set up a bit better as well. And it's more like a typical Final Fantasy RPG. I think. I'm not sure. I haven't played it. I don't necessarily plan to. If you guys want me to, I guess I can give it a try. I can't like record gameplay footage of it or anything. It would be pictures anyway. But honestly, it's all right. And plus, as you can tell from the pictures, you can tell that the way you hold your phone is holding it vertically, so it fits in one hand. I don't even think you can play the game vertically, like it won't flip or anything. So it's just a pretty simple little game. It's not really anything too major, but honestly, I like it. Okay, it's not too bad. I'd only recommend it if you just want something to kind of kill like the however long you're taking a doo doo on. Like if you are gonna be there a while, maybe this will satisfy you for a little bit. Some of the fights later on in the game can actually take a little bit, and I've actually died a few times. And usually, what happens is I would just leave the game running in the background, do something else, or plug in my phone or something, and wait for my characters to come back. Which on the push notifications and like the little red dot on iOS with the number on it, it lets you know how many characters are like back. So if you know how many characters you have, which I think I might have had like, I don't know, 20 or 50 or something, I don't remember. They would it'll let you know how many you have, so you can kind of gauge the continuation of your fight based on how many you have, if you remember how much health the enemy has and whatnot. There are different kinds of enemies. Usually, sometimes you'll fight like a big enemy, sometimes you'll fight like a group of smaller ones, or a group of like varied enemies. Those are usually the ones that take longer. And then there's also the big boss, and they usually have like a dialogue that they'll say. I don't know if you can skip it. I actually don't think you can. I remember there's one where you fight a giant wall. You fight all kinds of different like Final Fantasy creatures. I think you might even fight Bahamut or something. I don't remember. It's been a while. But honestly, it's not too. I actually kind of like it. It's not too bad. Is it the best phone game on this list of phone games I'm going to be talking about? Probably not. If you ask me, my favorite's probably Fruit Ninja, but we're getting to that one. Just wait. We're going to talk about Fruit Ninja soon. I might actually record that one next, because I'm recording these on different days at this point. But, yeah, that's what I think about it. I actually kind of like the game. Obviously, it's not really high quality just in general, and it's not really high art either, but I like it, so just my opinion. But, yeah, this is Flamsaronicki Tasuke signing out. See you later.